Yeah, there we go. First off, with Jay NonStop, we're back this week. Man, let me tell y'all something. Ever since I had Miss Veronica Villa on here, the trainer from Amp Fitness, I've been in the zone. I was already in a zone. I've been in the zone. You know, she dropped a lot of jewels on us, man, and you know, she was a little timid when she first came in, but she broke the shyness and really brought some good energy in it. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I've been on it, man. It's like I went and bought me this little weird little half sweatsuit.
Little half sweatsuit? What kind of half sweatsuit?
I bought it off of Amazon. It got the little zip on it and straps. That joker, man, I be like, they done pulled a bucket of water, like 2-3 buckets of water.
Oh, you got, okay, I know you mean a real sweatsuit.
I can get money in that bad boy too. Yeah. And I feel like I'm dehydrated, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. That's
what I need, man. I you know, like I'm saying before, I go through that anxiety stuff sometimes, dude. Yeah. And I've been having it since I was in the military. Absolutely. And I don't know, it hit me, man, for 6 months. And speaking of the devil, hey, Miss Vera, hey, baby. Vero, how you doing? I was just talking about you. Yeah, you know, it was that anxiety kicking in, and I don't. Sometimes I don't even catch it. You know, my wife catch it, and she can tell when I'm off. She knows. That's right. And I went to the gym like once a week for like 2 or 3 months. So that's 4 times out of a month. Yeah. And then I had to take off for the surgery. You know, so that probably was 4 months I did the 1 week thing, once a week thing. And then I had to take really like a month and a half, 2 months off for the surgery. And are we live? Yeah. I don't see anything. I don't see anything on my head. It looks crazy.
Yeah, you know, you got the lag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, you know, but I got my mojo back. I'm back, you know what I mean? I fought through that. You did. But I don't know, man. It's been a lot of Negatrons trying to just like, not even just in the hip hop world, just with all the stuff. I can't hear myself either. Yeah, it's just with all the stuff that's going on in the world. It's like crazy.
Take a break real quick.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're having some technical difficulties, y'all. We're gonna be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. In other words, a Beat Nerd Hub production. Let's get it. Yeah. Don't listen to the haters when they say I'm too old. I look them in the face and say, hey, I'm just too bold. Keep talking, I'ma win, y'all, and I'ma get it too foe. You gave me energy off the lies that you sold. A man's sport, and I speak like a professional. Not speaking old gender, it's a lyrical confessional. You spill bad words, but your hatred can't stop me. They've been putting mad work in for years to try to block me. But I keep running through obstacles like the juggernaut. Words gave me the beat to kill. It's a murder plot. Serial plan to take out all whack MCs who talk about my style, but I bring them to their knees. Can't be a peace treaty, cause you won't start running your mouth. Dwell up in the north, but I'm a true heart from the south. I tried to tell them time and time and time again, I'm Mr. Don't Quit, and you know I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win. I'm bound to win. I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound to win.
I'm bound.
I'm bound to win.
I think about all the people trying to take shots at me, jealous of my progression, cause they know they can't stop it. Be my driving wheel is that of a 20-year-old. If he tries to hinder, you will see my pure foe under pressure. Yo, we're back. I was taken care of. Had a little mic issue. We're back. First off with Jay NonStop. Got my brother Duece Freight right here.
Yo, peace. What's good, all you beautiful people and some of you ugly ones too.
later on, Ray Will's gonna sit in with us, and we're gonna chop it up about some sports.
Word.
You know,
Why he coming in here talking about sports, man? He a Knicks fan and Giants fan.
well, I mean, it's like I just think we definitely ain't gonna talk about the Knicks. We definitely ain't gonna talk about the Giants. We're gonna talk about the current situation in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you gonna want to talk about the Lions, and I'm gonna talk about the Cowboys, but we ain't gonna even do that.
We ain't
tonight.
even going there.
You know, we ain't gonna even go there.
Have you been catching any games, Jay?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
it's we'll talk about it a little later. We'll talk about it a little later.
Tuned.
But look, there's a lady who posted something on my page,
Okay.
and y'all, it's good stuff. She said, "Don't treat people as bad as they are. Treat them as good as you are."
Say that one more time, just in case. That's a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying?
Don't treat people as bad as they are. Treat them as good as you are.
That's powerful medicine.
That's powerful, man. That's when you're dealing with ignorant people.
Yeah.
You patience.
Patience, man.
Those that are envious and jealous and hateful, love.
Love, man.
You know, those are out of character, acting crazy, tolerance. Tolerance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And always be kind. You know, I remember I kind of joke about this, but I remember the movie Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze said when they come in the joint acting crazy, he said, escort them out, but be nice.
But be nice.
He said, if they resist, you still escort them out, but be nice. You know, it's hard, you know, with all the stuff that's going on in the world today, there's so many different forms of, like, ignorance and hatred and stuff that's being spilled into the atmosphere today.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with spreading a little love. You know what I'm saying? Forgiveness is something I've had to work on my whole life. Because I hold a grudge for 44 years.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? I'm evil. That's what's the name. I'm evil sometimes. But, you know, it actually feels pretty good when you let it go because it's weight off your shoulders.
Well, see, and that's the thing, man. You know, you never know what somebody's going through in life or how they've been programmed. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
so,
real.
I tried to really protect my emotional space, my you know what I'm saying, the well-being and my joy, but more importantly, like, not letting people pollute the basic fundamentals of what make me who I am. Because if you let somebody, you know what I'm saying, bring you out of your position where you normally a positive person, you're usually a solution-based person, and now you find yourself, you know what I'm saying, they've changed you and the way you get down,
but
that's failure.
But look, now, to be real, you change yourself.
There you go.
You know why I say that?
We the only ones we can control.
Yeah,
that's all we got.
Because everything you do in life is based on a choice. And I played the blame game for so many years. I played the blame game, but now I have to show some accountability and some responsibility and change. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? But there are people with the type of energy that can pull at your energy.
Man.
It's just some, and I've learned to, like them and love them from a distance.
Right.
Because, I'm a long ways from that pop go to wheels or putting people on their head, carrying guns, type of person. But I'm still that put people on the head, pop go to weasel, carrying gun type of person. It's still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as you said, you have to do everything within you to preserve your peace.
Absolutely.
You can't. At the end of the day, you're responsible for your happiness, your relationship with God first, your happiness and your peace. And if people aren't in your life to enhance those things, you need to keep them away from you.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
And it's so real.
And it's like this is why people don't understand. I go through things. Hey, what up, Hub?
Mm-hmm.
What up, Gashar?
Yo.
What up, baby? What up, Chris? Chris Monet? I think I'm saying it right.
Life is lovely. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, tuning in. And if you got a viewpoint on what we discussing, put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying, how we gotta build, you know what I'm saying?
Hub acting crazy.
And we ain't I don't even know why you be bringing Hub up, because the more you mention Hub, the worse. He like a bad kid.
Yeah, you right. He looking.
Yeah, I don't even acknowledge Hub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, there you go. Hub done followed me to about 8 different networks while I'm doing interviews or doing what we do, and he always find a way.
Quit trolling.
And look, and see, he doing exactly what we were just talking about. He taking us out our element.
Nah.
I know. We love you, Hub.
Hub is one that can get away with it. All the rest of y'all will cuss you out professionally. With every cuss word in the book. Hub, my dude. But hey, man, I'll be glad when you get back with us too, bro. Hope all is well. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. May call you tonight when I leave.
He was up here. He ain't telling nobody. He snuck up here. You know what I'm saying? I got the phone with him early. He told me he was up here with King Kid. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't telling nobody.
You didn't even tell nobody you was in Arlington, bro. I can't cuss on my show. I want to, like, real bad now.
He's doing exactly what we just discussed. He that guy.
Yeah, man. But Hub is also the backbone to a lot of stuff that we do.
Facts.
Like, straight up. It's just like, hey, man, we need you, bro. We miss you. We love you. You know what it is. Don't hesitate to use that phone. Feeling kind of off. That's what any of y'all. Anybody that got my number, call me.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, man, it's the people really, they talk about it a little, but they're not focusing on people's mental and emotional state since this virus has happened. Man, this dadgum virus has thrown our chemistry off. Not people, everybody's. Yeah, I don't care what you say. People can try to play strength and say, it didn't affect me. You're a lie. This stuff had us living in fear for dang near a year straight. You know what I'm saying? And people still living in fear to this day. So, I mean, real talk. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Word. How'd you make, if you don't know Kenny, you know what I'm saying? You missing out. You know what I mean? You gotta get in tune. But Kenny, what was going on with you? How did it affect you as far as, you know what I'm saying, how did you physically and all that? Pause.
It was just, bro, it's like borderline flu. You get the chills, you get the sweats.
Word.
Your body starts to get sore.
Yeah.
All you really want to do is sleep. You can't.
I heard a couple other people say that.
You can't smell, you can't taste no food, you can't smell no food. Like, I literally walked around my house with an onion up under my nose, and I couldn't, no tears, nothing.
Now, were you socially active before you caught it? Like, was you moving around or was you isolated?
I was isolated, bro.
Everybody that was isolated suffered.
I worked at UPS, so I
Word.
worked nights, so that was the only time I would leave the house.
Yeah.
So between work and home, anywhere.
Yeah. How long was you under with it?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
It's literally 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think most people get caught up in the hype of it. That's why you see a lot of things happen, and a lot of the casualties or the fatalities were people with health problems or the older generation.
Yeah, because it was a bag involved in status in it like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a hell of a kickback.
Man, I just basically, no, he's not a guest. He's actually the guy behind the board.
Yo, he do it all around here. If you ain't know, Kenny do it all. God,
I basically just stayed on the immune system because they kept talking about people with high blood pressure and diabetes and things like that. I don't God, thank God I don't have those issues. But you know that you know I'm in the 50s club now. I'm 52, so my immune system is not as strong as it even was 10 years ago.
Word.
So I've been taking stuff. I take the airborne vitamin C gummies, and I take this thing called wellness formula that one of my doc is from Detroit. He put me up on it, and he was telling me people that had the COVID was taking the wellness formula. They said it like they pretty much, like most people had it for 2 weeks. They only had it like 4 or 5 or 6 days.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it so real, and it's just an observation. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people sending this around like it's word. But an observation I made was this: I stayed active throughout the whole thing.
Me too.
I was on my pull-up game. I was everywhere. Now, the people I noticed that suffered the worst is the ones that were in isolation. Now, the people that was moving around were developing antibodies and had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you when you out and about, man, you have a better chance to take it on slowly. So when I got COVID, I didn't even know I had it. Now, mind you, my lady, she in the crib and all that. She was all laid up because she don't never go nowhere. She, you know what I'm saying?
You was asymptomatic.
Yo, I ain't had no problem, B.
But that's what it's called. You being asymptomatic, meaning like I can carry it.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't have it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? See, he you know what I'm saying, smart brother. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I mean? If you seen his wave cap, man, it looked like he got on a velour fit from 2004. His wave cap is that's a $30 wave cap. Relax.
But see, you know the thing that scared me the most is you know, at home, my mother-in-law. You know,
bringing it home.
Bringing it home. So I had to like cut myself from going everywhere. Only thing I did a lot of was I went to my AA meeting, and it wasn't, you know, we did the social distancing. We had bleach everywhere. Everybody had a mask on. It wasn't that many people there because, you know, people was at home. They were scared.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm fortunate enough to have been for years, you know, doing things to boost my immune system. I've been on that for a while, you know what I'm saying? But I still believe when we got back in December of 2019 from Vegas, I promise I think our family went through it. And it was only like 2 or 3 days because, you know, the first case of it was in the state of Washington in January of 2020. You know what I mean?
That was the first American case?
Yeah, in the state of Washington.
Up there where it was padded, I'm going to relax.
And check this out.
I'm going to relax.
Hey, check this out, though. This is what I was on my way to the restroom. I was coming from the restroom. Yeah, I was on my way to the restroom. And I was coming back from the restroom. And I heard him say, he said, "Oh, we've been prepared for this for quite a while now."
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, wait a minute. The people who are wards of the state, and you're the governor over the state, you saying you've been preparing for this, so that means the government knew.
Yeah, Bill Gates got a lot going on out there, if y'all don't remember.
He
wants to cover the sun.
Yo.
What's that?
He wants to put like, you watch movies, right? You know how some of these over in Russia, when they have like the Russian mafia and stuff like that, they have dark, smoggy cloud scenes. He wants to block the sun.
He wants to block the sun out.
That's crazy, and we get natural vitamin D from the sun.
No.
And
I'd like
vegetation and a lot of things grow.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I know that. I'd like to know what he knows that makes him feel like that would be a good idea.
That don't even make sense. We'll freeze
I'd like to hear
death.
the hypothesis.
We'll freeze to death. That's stupid.
You remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day? Where he was on Mars, he was like he was in a dream state, but he
Total
was
Recall?
on Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Remember they was charging cats to breathe?
Yeah.
You know what? You got to pay for clean oxygen in China and a lot of
But this
places.
is what's so crazy. They said if we move, is it an inch one way we'll burn up? If we move an inch away, we'll freeze to death.
I don't think they have the science correct.
I
on
think
that,
I may had a.
we going like this instead of even just a clear circle. Like
But we're just spinning, but everything else is going around us.
Yeah. Well, no.
The Earth ain't going around other planets.
No, the Earth doesn't go around other planets, but we're caught up in the same gravity, and we all go through the same revolution. It just takes longer to get around the sun based on where you at.
No, the
planets don't float around us. We're in the gravity of the sun. We all move the same way like a highway. You know what I mean? We all move the same way like a highway. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We all go in the same. Now, if you know what I'm saying, somebody was coming the opposite direction, it'd be a problem because then we gonna have.
I don't know about
collision
that.
Points.
I ain't
what
saying,
is you know what I'm saying? But you might game me up on something.
I ain't saying
like,
you wrong.
I
I don't know.
ain't no.
I ain't no
That's the
scientist.
realest.
But you know, I mean, it's I just the thing of it is I was looking at something the other day. 600 and some thousand people died, you know, and you know they did all this trying to, you know, help people with money and, you know, and giving people $5,000 worth of food stamps and all this stuff. People was literally getting 5,000. I mean, it was so, they talk about how broke this country is, but all of this money and aid that they gave throughout for this year. I mean, of course, we've never been broke anyway.
How many people you know, right, started a business or did something that where if they put their mind to it, they succeeded and achieved?
Yeah, it's a few.
Probably more than you've ever seen in the last 10 years, right?
Ever.
So let me imagine this, right? If I wanted to keep control, or if I knew that the universe was in a position where things were manifesting as fast as possible, and that if I could keep everybody's minds on what I needed them to focus on, my goals will be accomplished, and the tree will grow 30 times faster than the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Whether poisonous or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm gonna really take advantage of that. See, they don't tell us about these things, but I look at my brother Ray Will. He started this in the pandemic. Look where all of like minds and all of our energy to manifest this going in the same direction is accomplished. Look at all these people, even the boss.
I was the first person that Ray told about this, and I never doubted him because I know the type of brain he got. And the next thing I know, it's like, man, he was moving. But
he's a doer.
Because here's the thing: they say idle mind makes the devil's playground. Well, we had all kind of idle time, but a lot of us put our minds to work.
But see, and that's the thing. A lot of people didn't have idle minds. See, fear is a great magnet. Fear creates more gravity than love a lot of times, but as far as the rate of speed which it grows. Everybody's watching the TV trying to find out how many people died. Everybody's watching the TV seeing what's going on over here and how they're handling things.
That's so ain't that crazy?
And then when you get distracted off that, they got some real juicy stuff. Oh, well, this dude's over here beating, you know what I'm saying, molesting kids.
That's the negative energy that I'm talking about.
That's the point.
And I work with a guy, you know, and I don't care. I work with a guy, older dude too, man. He's from Lansing. Mm-hmm. Lights on, ain't nobody's home. Mm-hmm. He wants to look at CNN all day. Bruh, I'm not watching this mess all day. No. That idiot box will have you all messed up.
It's called programming for a reason.
See, here's the thing. That's right. Here's the thing.
And the times of days that they come in with that are the most fruitful times for you to meditate on what you want to accomplish.
Yeah. You have one network showing this. You have one network showing this narrative. You have the other network showing the opposite narrative. And
all owned by the same cats.
People are so narrow-minded that they can't draw their own conclusion. They really get in arguments and debates with people about what CNN said against Fox News or what MSNBC said against HLN. It's like, come on, man.
People like to be right, and people like to have polarity, whether, you know what I'm saying, one way or the other. That's why everything that we have in life that's important, they give you a duality, because the illusion of freedom is more, you know what I'm saying, more valuable to a fool than freedom itself. You know what I'm saying? If you think you have a choice. Now, mind you, all these news companies you talking about, you know what I'm saying, owned by the same handful of people, right? But they understand you got to have one side and another side, just like politics, right?
That's right.
You got one side and then another side. You have to have something polarizing to gravitate people in. And if you watch these people, what's sad, they don't have their own opinions on anything. They regurgitate what they've been watching for the last 12 hours.
That's right.
As if it's coming from a standpoint. So they not only are they programming you, whoever you around and you allow to discuss things with you, now the message is still spreading like a virus.
This is, man, dude, it's like you heard the conversation I had today. I said, dude, all you're doing is what you heard.
Right.
You're spreading it to him.
Yeah.
Then he's going to spread it. He's going to spread it. It's all the same lie.
Word of mouth is the greatest advertising still to this day.
Still to this day. You know,
and if you hear from someone you trust.
I mean, you know, it's crazy, man. Like, we've saw, to me, the 9/11 and now 9/11, Katrina, because we had a couple other things, too, disasters. 9/11, Katrina, and now the COVID virus. And if the numbers, I think COVID took the most. The most people died in COVID. You know, but these are just a couple of
depending on your viewpoint and what actual COVID versus the numbers that it got. I mean, it's like
you're right,
it's like the Vietnam War. They was padding the numbers for the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you think that whoever's giving you this news, if it was that serious, that what they were telling you on television and the news was that serious, they shut that channel off.
It sure would.
Just like they do in China and everywhere else. The fact that you think that the same people who are providing the narrative to make you a fool are going, like when Cass was doing all the protesting, if the news told you where to be and what time, is it a protest or is it them, you know what I'm saying, telling you where to be and how to feel when you get there?
And look, I'm going to tell you.
That's not a protest.
I'm going to
hear
tell
about it on the news.
And you know, it's a trip too because, you know, and this is good news. Bill Cosby got released from prison today.
Shout out, welcome home, Bill.
Welcome home, Bill. Some Jello pudding. But let me tell you how evil the media is. They followed this man all the way home, just like they did OJ.
And Mike Jackson.
They even, like how you Google search and you'll see the number for the highway. They put the number of the highway, Highway 422 or whatever, all the way to this man's house, and then was over his house with the helicopter and camera. You know, he peace signed up to the camera, but you don't know if there's people out to get this dude. And y'all pretty much led him to this man's house.
Now let's check this out, right? Let's look at the timing with which they're doing this. Let's imagine if you weren't watching TV or on Facebook or whatever, and you was thinking about what you want to accomplish instead of this weird, you know what I'm saying, puppeteer joint in front of you. Imagine what you could accomplish. Because there's a reason they're giving it to you at the time of day that they are. And unfortunately, as melanated people, we're so easily distracted. You know what I'm saying? We're more programmed than everybody to be caught up in some sort of drama situation instead of how to be fruitful at the right times. That's why if you know what I'm saying, our programming is different. It's stronger. Yeah. If you watch a show about the colored condition, whether you Asian, you know what I'm saying, Black, Hispanic, it's always extra. The program, you know what I'm saying, there's extra cooning, you know what I'm saying, to keep it in front of you because we manifest things differently. Think about all the great things we've added to this world when the people that you were calling nerds that wasn't tuned in, put their mind to things. I didn't know that the first 3D hologram thing was made by a sister in NASA. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know that. But when we put our mind to things, it's a reason our culture has been programmed for years to call people that don't want to be part of the culture, to ostracize them and make them feel like fools. You know what I'm saying? And then they just go put their arms around these great minds and take all their ideas and pay them pennies on the dollar.
Were you able to find that Lingus? Oh yeah. Hey, we're gonna get ready to take a break. Y'all, I want y'all to listen to probably one of the dopest groups ever, and I'm going to see him in September.
Word.
And I was fortunate enough to cut the keyboardist that's going to do this crazy solo in this video. I know Facebook probably going to flag me, but I don't care. I was able to cut this guy hair for about 3 years, and he used to always invite me to studio sessions, but I did not know who he was. This group, Snarky Puppy, are all products of UNT. Wow. I went to University of North Texas. When I say this is one of the greatest bands ever, we're going to get into Lingus by Snarky Puppy off the We Like It Here album. We're going to take a break. And then when we come back, we're going to start talking about sports. But dig, y'all, you're about to be in for about 10 minutes of the best, I don't know, jazz, fusion, whatever you want to call it. But, hey, we'll be right back. Jay NonStop and Duece Frey. We'll be back.
Get in tune.
cut it, don't worry about it. Yo, we're back live. Hey, that's just some one of the groups that I listen to. A little bit of different. I don't always listen to hip hop. What up, Pick? What's going on, my brother? Hey, I'm looking forward to July 2nd. Spice 1. Murder Was the Case. 187 Proof. Ghetto. Welcome to the ghetto. It's going to be nice. I know you're going to get up there and do your thing like you always do. But, yeah, I listened to Snarky Puppy, man. I saw them perform back in 2012, and I made fun of the name of the group because it's a real different name for a group. But they done won about 5 or 6 Grammys since then. And this guy used to come in the shop, the keyboard player. His name is Corey Henry. He used to come in the shop, and he used to wear like the jean coat with the jeans, and hey, we live, bro. We live. We used to wear the jeans with the top and the bottom. Used to have a rabbit tail hanging out his pants pocket, and we used to always talk about going to the studio because I told him I did hip hop and all that. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I had no idea that this dude was a musical genius. And I really think he probably got influenced by George Duke, and because his style is a whole lot similar. And he's been playing since he's about 3 years old. But my boy Craig also cut him too. Craig Hudson also cut him. Craig cut him first. Then when Craig moved to another shop, I started cutting him. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my favorite groups right now. The Steely Dan, Snarky Puppy,
Steely Dan,
Earth, Wind and Fire, Snarky Puppy, and my rock band is Journey. You know what I mean? I listen to rock too.
Journey is so fire.
Yeah, man. I listen to Journey.
Journey slept on.
I'm eclectic when it comes to that music, man. I listen to everything. You know what I mean? But you got the brother Ray Will about to step into the conversation.
Shout out to Johnny. Hey,
Pick. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're still on the live, Picasso, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Yo, Pick.
You about to get some more flowers. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get a couple myself because Ant Live, Return of the Boom Bap Tour.
Yo.
San Antonio, the Reggae Bar. July 10th, the DFW. The Rail Club in Fort Worth. I think the Heights place in Denver on the 24th.
Word.
And then we got a couple of spots in August. It's a long time coming.
Yeah.
I'm about to have fun. What up, P. Dot? It's a long time coming. As a matter of fact, the UA is on that show.
I seen the
July
flyer.
2nd too. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man.
I'm thinking, on July 11th, I think Imagine is on there with us, and the UA is also on that show. LRB, Ant Live, myself, Jay NonStop, Razcast, Cannabis, Killer Priest, and Corrupt, the Horseman. That I can't, because you can't find the music anywhere. I haven't been able to find it.
Yeah, it's out there.
It's out there.
They did one album together. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got them kind of cats, they all live in different spots.
And they all lyricists.
And they all hitting Europe at different times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is back, I want to say, 2003 or 4 when they really linked up and did it. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is a new album. They got a new album.
They got a new one. Maybe they promo. I'm saying when I first heard they got together, and I first heard about it, and then things kind of slowed down, and I'm glad to see, you know what I'm saying? Because, Brother Cannabis, man, I think that was you I heard discussing it on the last show. But he had some mental struggles. Yeah. And emotional struggles. And, man, like you said, man, people don't acknowledge that. Yeah. But, you can never take away from the contributions that his pen made. Yeah, even if it was just, you ain't hip, you probably don't even know if you're a real lyricist and go crazy with it. You don't even know the cat that made you want to be like that probably got inspired by him in some way.
He made LL step his game up.
First thing, let me get a mic check. I ain't hearing myself in this mic at all.
Uh-oh. He said turn me up in my headphones.
Queen's finest. Queen's finest, Ray Will in the building.
First off, With Jay NonStop. There we go. Now I hear myself. There
Did
we
you just
go.
put on the dark
You see what I'm
skin
saying?
Ray Wills?
You
So I
already
could have
know.
sworn you just had the other. He got like I'm gonna relax.
That's me up there on the screen right there. Back.
Is that
right
you
there.
back
Yeah,
there?
yeah. That's you next to me. Well, yeah. Anyway.
Oh
First
man.
off, once again, right back to what you were saying. Shout out Cannabis for probably, if not the hardest, it's definitely in the top 3 diss tracks ever made.
Ever.
Second round knockout.
With Mike
With
Tyson.
Mike Tyson doing the ass.
When Mike wasn't dealing with
You know what I
nobody,
mean?
he just came home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I heard him this. I ain't know you like that to even be defending you, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta eat, and feast. Remember with the first time you heard that?
Crazy. I remember. I was still in New York.
Man.
When they played it, I heard it the first time it was ever played on Hot 97.
Oh, you was
ever.
right there.
I was
And
there.
he was battling a Queens guy, by the way.
What year was that?
A legend.
This is
98, 97,
this
97.
Is, no, 97, right.
97.
Because this is the year, like,
4, 3, 2,
I
1.
came out here summer of 98. So
4321 was 98, wasn't it?
No, it was 97.
90 it was-
Because right after that, DMX came out crazy with the
yeah,
solo.
facts.
That was the thing that made everybody, like if you heard the
It was the end.
rocks,
It was
or if
towards
you
the- it
were
was
heard
towards the
Mace,
end
you
of
knew about him.
97.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Early 98.
Because that
you know what I mean?
Whack Phenomenon album that I bought,
I
off
bought
the
it too.
strength
I
of
bought
that,
Phenomenon
it
too.
was blue.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? I was highly
I
disappointed.
bought Phenomenon strictly for 4321.
Strictly for 4321.
Can't tell you another song on there.
And then they tried to put Master P on the video and take cannabis. You remember that?
Nah, they did a remix.
That's what I'm saying.
They did a remix
With no
it.
cannabis.
Yeah. Well, it was somebody else on there too.
I mean, but you know
Was it
why?
Redman? No, Red was on the original.
He was on the
wasn't it?
original.
But you know why Cannabis was, Cannabis, he crossed the line.
I don't think so.
Nah, man.
I
He
don't
was
think
a
so.
fan.
He was paying homage.
Yeah.
He was paying-
How
L
was he
took it the
paying
wrong
homage
way.
by talking about taking the mic off his arm?
He was
No,
talking about,
he was they had a whole discussion about it.
It was more of a passing the mic down type
Yeah.
thing. You see what I'm saying?
L-
But how you
ready
gonna
for
tell
that.
that man when to pass the mic down?
No, it wasn't like
It
pass
wasn't
the
like
mic down.
stop doing what you doing, fam. But I'm nice too. I'm trying to follow in your footsteps.
And he made him
but-
change the ride.
But here's the thing, and now that's true. But here's the thing, though. I this is what I don't understand, and maybe y'all can, like brush me up on this. I hear, just for myself, I hear comparisons. People say I sound like Biggie. I remind them of Biggie. Some people say I remind them of Pac. Some people say I remind them of Scarface. I don't try to sound like them.
You remind me of Jay NonStop.
That's a method.
Yeah.
That's
You
a
know me, I be
no, but
wanting-
listen,
you remind me of
listen,
Jay
With a splash of
no,
bumpy
hear
knuckles.
Hear me out. There's a method to my, and I heard the bumpy knuckles too. Get to my point is, it was never a passing of the torch. People just brought their own torches and did their own thing, and that's what Cannabis. Matter of fact, he did it with Second Round Knockout. If they didn't respect him, if they didn't respect his game, like his pen game, like you just said, they had no choice.
But LL still,
He should've just-
LL still didn't respect it because LL came back with
But
the
LL
Ripper
is-
Strikes Back.
But he's arrogant
what I'm
though.
saying?
Yo, that's the thing.
That's
He
ego.
a chump. I love him,
ego.
but he a chump.
That's
And
ego.
And the people that say that LL won that battle, the only
fool.
Nah.
like the ones that say they won it, because he technically won the battle because his money was longer.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? He won
And
the battle
Wyclef
because
gave up.
his money was longer. You
He
see what
didn't
I'm
even win the battle against Kumo D. Kumo,
Let's talk about it.
man, Kumo D killed him.
Killed him.
With Let's Go. That's the name of it. Lower level, lack, luster, last. Man, he lousy, lame, late, lethargic, lazy,
Yeah.
lemon, little
the
logic.
Ripper
He
Strike
killed
Back.
him.
The Ripper Strike Back. That diss track was hard. It was
Yes,
hard.
yes, sir.
It wasn't better than Second Round Knockout, but it was a good comeback. And for
Yeah.
Cannabis not to respond at L1
But I think
He
didn't
responded.
with what?
No, he put. You see, that's the thing about Cannabis. He'll keep rapping until nobody wants to hear anymore. The thing is, the relationship between LL and Wyclef at the time and the bag they were getting on the side being bigger than his whole budget. If you remember, there was no more push. They like
That's
like
what
his
Wyclef
whole
does.
budget ran out.
He killed him with the amount of money that he had to spend on it.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
He told Wyclef, "Yo, you gonna get your money? Let's relax
But
on him."
on top of that, he also killed him with the response time. The Ripper Strikes Back was written
that was quick.
in 30 minutes in the studio.
Yeah.
He was at Hot 90. He recorded
But yo-
at Hot 97.
Yo, but let's be real. LL knew what he was gonna do even before Second Round Knockout came out. Because Wyclef gave him the game one that coming out, and they used that to, because the album sale was really weak.
Yeah.
And that was coming off the Hey Lover album before that.
You said the Phenomenon album?
Yeah, the Phenomenon with the 4, 3, 2, 1 and nothing else you can name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Besides
saying?
Phenomenon.
You know what I'm saying? Now let's take it a step further though. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm bad wasn't fire. Like Mama said, knock you out wasn't fire.
But that's before.
Like who shot you wasn't fire. And that's what I'm saying.
That's big and definite.
He put his you know what I'm saying? He put in the stripes
Yeah.
to be the legend he is.
Yeah.
But when you lose a fight, Mike Tyson lost some fights.
You sure did.
Roy Jones lost some, you know what I'm saying?
Sure
Some of
did.
my
Muhammad
heroes
Ali,
lost
yeah, you right.
fights, and you would feel a certain way, but the way Cannabis did it was crazy. Because if you remember, you was out there, Beast from the East Part 2,
The whole
on the
Survivors, they had
Lost that, the Lost that Boys
They
joint.
had the whole.
He was on the Firm album.
The Survivor of the Illest.
The tour.
The whole. They had a whole mixtape series.
You remember
off
that?
Of the tour.
You remember that?
They had
Because you
the
got a
bonus.
disc with the Onyx.
You had
you
the-
got a disc with the Red Man.
Damn, do you remember when with the Phenomenon album, there was a bonus disc
That's what I'm saying.
included called Survival of the Illest Volume 1.
Volume 1.
And it had the Onyx Shut 'Em Down remix on it. It had the Ripper Straight Back on it. It had it's mad. This,
It had
like,
some Mega.
mixtape type joint.
It had
on
some
was
Mega
crazy.
on it.
Now, what
It
year-
had a core Mega joint.
It
It
had
was
a core- 'cause
fire.
Mega
What-
just came
What
home.
year was this?
This is
97.
97 or 8. Yeah, 97.
Yeah,
Survival
man,
of the Illest.
I was in them streets like raw.
Yeah.
I missed all that. I caught because that 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, that was such a popular video. They played that straight out the dark. If I catch you when the sun is down, run it, clown. Like, who's this dude?
'Cause he was
from
from the-
that. Because I'm gonna gun it down.
See,
I didn't
but
know who he was.
I had
I
heard
knew.
X before that.
Yeah, I
I'm
had
trying to
to.
figure out what though.
The
You heard
Mace.
him on. You heard him on. Yeah,
He was on the
20
Mace.
on 20. Was it
24
24
hours to live.
Yeah.
24 hours to live.
Him,
Okay.
Before
Jigga,
that-
and Ja Rule.
What was he on? What was he on?
Facts.
What was
Well,
he
no,
on?
no, no.
What
That
was
came
the
out
name of
after.
that joint?
That was after. That was
No,
after.
no, not the original one. Now when they was doing it with Mike Geronimo, when he had the boot up.
Forgot about.
You remember the Mike Geronimo
song.
with the booth?
But the first time I ever heard X
Vendetta.
was Pull It with Cameron. It was Cameron.
Oh,
Yo,
I ain't
he
heard that.
did
I've
put
never heard
him
that.
on.
You never
that.
heard Pull It? Oh,
No, I've never heard that.
What about the Locks?
That was after.
That
What-
was
That was kind of like.
no. The Locks had already been out because they had the.
I wasn't he on the first album?
No,
No, he
That
wasn't on
was
the
on-
first
there was he wasn't on the Locks album.
He was on the. Isn't he on the Money Power? No, he's not on the Money
Nah,
Power.
he was on 24 Hours to Live.
24 Hours to live.
But that was Mace.
That was Mace's
That
joint.
was Bethel.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
on the Locks album until later.
You right.
You see what I'm saying? Because they were still Bad Boy.
When he came to
Yeah,
Rough
'cause they
Riders.
hadn't fought
When
yet.
they came to Rough Riders,
That's when he started working with the Locks.
No, that's not true. Because the Locks was on 24 Hours to Live.
Facts, and they were
They was
still
on
Bad
Bad
Boy.
But there was the
It was Bad
management.
Boy.
It was the management.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I do remember that. Yep.
yeah, because the Yonkers cats, what was their names? DNY.
DNY.
DNY. Because they made Jadakiss go to college.
Yeah. Shout out Jada.
Shout out Jada.
Wow.
Shout out.
Well,
Sheik.
see, y'all
Sheik Luke,
breaking it down.
Styles P. Yeah.
I could break down the early hip hop. Y'all got me on that one.
I remember that. I was in the mix when all that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I was in Queens when all that was going on.
Yeah,
With
that's
no
crazy.
social media.
None.
With no social media.
None.
No, you had the
know
Source
what you
Double
had?
XL in the streets.
Nope.
Mixtape DJs.
You had the radio.
Yeah,
You had the radio, fam. Like even before the mixtape scene was jumping like that, fam. The only time you heard this stuff was on the radio. You had
We
to
didn't
wait.
hear it on the radio where I was at.
Well, that's because I was
You was
blessed
in New
that I
York.
had-
You was
I
in
had
New York.
Flex, you see what I'm saying, on the radio.
Yeah.
Flex was dropping all the bombs when everything new, you had to listen to Flex.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And he had like a 5-hour slot on the late night. You see what I'm saying? And that's when he would drop all the ill stuff. That's when all the artists would come through and do their freestyles. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's just it's just because I visited New York, but to live like in Queens, which is one of the
That's crazy.
finest boroughs out there. I would love to have lived in the Bronx where it started, and then Brooklyn. Or even Staten Island.
Woo.
Where's I think Rakim is from Staten Island, is he? No, he's from Wyandanch.
Rakim was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He's from Brooklyn? I thought he's from Brooklyn. Okay. 'cause
No. Rakim's from Harlem. Isn't he from Harlem?
Is he? No, I don't think he's from Harlem.
I can't remember.
I think
We
it's Brooklyn.
blaspheming. If you know the
Yeah,
truth,
yeah, I
you know
can't
what I'm saying?
remember,
We
y'all.
don't want to
Man,
blaspheme.
that's my favorite MC. I'm
could've
supposed to
sworn.
know that.
Yeah, you know how
Rakim's
cats
from
protect
Harlem. Paid in
Rakim.
full. That's Harlem. They all
you said
Harlem.
what now?
They Harlem.
You said what?
Rakim and
You know what I'm saying? Cats, you know what I'm saying? Protective of Rakim.
Oh yeah, but you
Rakim
know
and
what?
Eric B is Harlem, isn't it?
I don't know because I
don't think
know
so.
I know he linked up with Marley Marl, which was that's Staten Island, ain't it? No, that's Queens. That's Queens.
I was Brooklyn.
Long Island.
He's from Long Island?
Yeah, he
Long
is
Island.
from
Long Island.
Strong Island.
Which
Long
is-
Island, you know what I'm saying?
You from Long Island, you from Queens. Simple as that. You from Long Island, you from Queens, man. The only two boroughs on the pretty much the tip pause of Long Island is Brooklyn and Queens. And you gotta
Okay.
go through Queens to get to Long Island.
Get to Long
See
Island.
what I'm saying?
Okay. Gotcha. You know, it's like, you know, you gotta, like, just to take it back to when I was, which people don't understand why I'm so hip hop. I was there I've been here for every stage of hip hop. You know, I was a little cat when Big Herc and them first did their thing.
Eric B from Queens.
Eric B is from Queens.
Sleep. Eric B
Okay.
from Queens.
So dig. I went from the Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster, Melly Mel.
He took it back.
I go from that to when, like, LL, because LL is like 84, 85. You know, LL was early in the game.
Yeah,
You know?
because he was in Crush Groove.
Yeah, LL, Run DMC,
16, 15.
Beastie Boys, Beastie Boys,
Fat Boys.
the original White Boys, Fat Boys.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on a couple other.
They was the only-
Shout out Rush
and
Management.
Then check this out.
The Rush.
To give, because you can't not give credit to the Juice Crew. Big Daddy Kane,
Word.
Craig G.
Word.
I'm drawing a blank on-
KRS, the bridge is over.
Well,
I ain't gonna say that in
that's
front of Ray.
Bronx.
It's sensitive.
That's Bronx. But I'm
bridge
just
is
saying,
over.
you know, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap,
G-Rap.
Cool G Rap. You know what I mean? I went from like, okay, this is cool. This is catchy. This is catchy. The disco vibe.
DJ
Then
Polo.
they're like, okay, you know, when you get into what LL was doing, it was underground.
Not really. That's where the money was at.
But he had Rick Rubin. He had that Rick Rubin machine behind him. You know, and
But this is-
early Leah Cohen.
See, but this is before Rick Rubin was a machine. You see
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah?
This is this Rick Rubin. This who was this white guy. You see what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is you talking about back then. They were all just starting.
He was the producer.
And-
So
and
he
this is
wasn't. He
why-
was making beats and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why the West Coast gets the credit for starting the whole gangster rap thing, because the only money that was in rap was LL, Beastie Boys, Run DMC. You couldn't talk none of that stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No,
You
it was
couldn't talk like
Will Smith was a gangster rapper.
That was later on though.
that. Was-
No, it wasn't. We talking the
No, he
early
didn't-
'80s,
He
B.
didn't. No.
Nah.
No, Will Smith didn't come out to 80. They came out with Make It Sound Like a Bird. That was like 87, 88.
Right, but that was a whole different deal.
But he wasn't doing.
I'm talking about before the parents don't understand and all that.
No, he
If
wasn't.
you talk of the cats from Philly,
He was just freestyling. He wasn't really no gangster.
He wasn't making. He wasn't.
he
it
was
wasn't-
making a harder brand of music.
Yeah, he was
smartened up.
smashing folk.
That's facts, but it was nothing that was put out. You see what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying. But that was the thing.
I feel you. Nah, Cass was always on some like.
He's a lyricist.
Cass was always talking gangster, but as far as making money in the music industry back then,
Yeah.
you couldn't talk like that.
And see, Just Ice was
G-Rap.
making gangster music, but
Yo,
they didn't give him. They didn't give him. Cool G Rap was making
I like
gangster
to say
music.
shame on all of us.
Why you say that?
How dare we even talk this? Because gangster rap was thrown out there to characterize after colors and portray us in a certain way.
But we
wasn't get niggas.
fell right into it. though.
Yeah, exactly. Cats wasn't gang banging on the East Coast, but they was talking streets. If you like Griselda right now, you might want to check out G-Rap.
Facts. That's big facts.
You might want
That's
to.
big
Cats was talking street. It's just the producers started to make more grimy, so it gave you that feel on top of it.
Yeah.
Because if you go, it is chilling. It is chilling. What more can I say?
Top billing.
Because they was talking about hustling.
Yeah.
It was just the beat made you you had to dance with it because it was all about the house parties. You know what I'm saying? You had to have a dance.
And that's the thing about a lot of those. You know, it's a lot of them that come off the block. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them that was on the block.
Yeah,
pushing
I
packs.
didn't know Play from Kid and Play was a kick door specialist.
Yes.
He was a goon.
Yes. He was a goon.
That's how he knew all the real
Yes.
street
What's the
cats.
name always was a brainiac like he is now.
Yeah.
What's the name was always the brains
Play was
behind
the
everything.
street. I know he
Kid
started
was-
School of Hard Knocks clothing line.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yep.
The things
But-
that you learn.
They are
But-
queens too.
But it's like, are they?
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they queens.
That I didn't know.
Queens,
Yeah, they
You
worked
know-
at a call center with Salt and Pepper.
Sure did. That's right.
Spinderella
So wait
used
a
to
minute.
have
Whoa,
a,
whoa. So Salt and Pepper them from Queens.
Yeah. Spinderella used to have a so when I
The original
so
Spinderella.
during my junior high school years or whatever, she had a beauty salon, this big giant beauty salon and supply store right there on the Conduit out there in Springfield, Queens or whatever. And I always remember that. Oh, this is Spinderella shop. Every time I Spinderella shop. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Can we do top fives?
Oh, here we go.
Overall top 5.
Overall top 5. Who's your top 5?
We gotta go eras.
Yeah.
Nah, we got to go top 5.
The way we've been talking right now.
I'm talking about period. I'm talking about top 5.
Okay, but top 5 when it comes to what? Does best rap ability? Or
Man,
like
see y'all. Here you go with all these. Here you go with all these different lists. We talking about who's your top 5. I don't care. I don't care if it's Drake, and then just who's your top 5. I'm from a different era, so mine's going to be totally different from y'all's.
Well, go ahead and start it
No.
off.
No, we're not going to do that.
He said, first off, you going.
So you gonna start with me.
One of y'all start.
All right. Go ahead.
What up, Bam?
I ain't
You gonna put the pressure on me.
Yeah. Let me throw the ball in your court.
The dude with
just
the ADD. All right, I'm gonna put it out there. Let's see. As of right now, who I can think of off the top of my head is gonna change by the time I hit the car.
Facts. You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
My top 5 is mad inconsistent.
And I'm gonna make it varied based on different types of things that they brought to the table, so everything is represented.
There you go.
So I gotta put Ghost on there. To me, his storytelling ability, the way that he draws, you went, almost got like there's so many different things that he brought to the
He got
table.
so many different styles. Too.
So many different styles of kung fu. I got Clark's on right now. I can't lie to you like I ain't come from the Ghostface vein. So we got Ghost. This is crazy. I'm gonna throw Common on there.
Interesting.
Because he's from the Midwest, and I gotta represent the Midwest. And to me, top to bottom,
this
he's the
character,
coldest.
his list is definitely changing up like in the next 3 minutes. But go ahead.
Common Sense. If you ain't never heard One Day It'll All Make Sense, it's probably one of the most complete
I'm on it.
hip hop albums you've ever heard in your freaking
I ain't
life.
gonna-
Cannabis was on it.
I ain't gonna front.
I think that's 97.
B.
97.
The Common album B, fam, is a classic
Crazy
album.
It's,
Yeah.
yo,
With
Like
Kanye
water for
production?
chocolate.
Kanye, Jay Dilla, when No ID. When you look at the people that have touched him, pause, as far as production wise, Q-Tip,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like as far as the conscious, like all that, yo, Common that guy. And the voice.
You definitely got the voice.
Definitely got the voice.
You definitely got the voice.
Okay.
Bars is crazy.
Yeah, so that's 2.
That's 2.
I got my 5. You just taking forever.
No, yeah, I know. Number 3, I'm a Jigga guy. Sagittarius stand up. You know what I'm saying? You if you don't understand the discussion, you'll never just understand what I'm even talking about. So I ain't even gonna clarify too much on that.
Go ahead.
Earl, rest in peace. Earl Simmons, the dog. You know what I'm saying? The dog. You know what I'm saying?
What dog's that?
And this one might, you know what I'm saying? The Pimp. Pimp C. R.I.P. Chad Butler, man. The just the honesty, the soul that he brought playing the live instrumentation to make it even as fly as it is, the influence, the fact that he told both sides of the game unabashedly. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he came back hotter than he was when he left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was a stand-up guy.
He came back. He changed his whole.
Chad.
He changed his whole style of
Pimp.
So that's your
like
5.
flow.
And came
you know what I'm
out
saying?
telling the truth. He came out like he joined the Nation of Islam or something.
Who's your 5?
His 5 gonna change now. This change.
It's already
It
happened.
literally just happened. This change.
Who's your 5?
So and he had a few X. Definitely, that's on the emotion and the impact that his music had on my life.
The honesty.
You see what I'm saying? The honesty, for real. Nas is always gonna be number 1 on my list. Nasir is always gonna be number 1 on my list. Yeah, regardless. Well, Nasir the reason I picked up a pen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so
real.
him and honestly, it was Mr. Cheeks, Lost Boys. But he's Lost Boys. Mr. Cheeks is not my top 5. But those two right there made me pick up a
crazy.
pen. The Legal Drug Money album and It Was Written.
It was written. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's what made me start rapping. You know what I mean? So we got Nas, we got X. I gotta say Hove because a long period of my life, Hove influenced a lot of things I was doing. You see what I'm saying? Until I started deciphering, like really reading through his rhymes. You see what I'm saying? And catching the triple and double and quadruple entendres. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So Hove.
It's a different album every time you listen to it as you grow old. And that's something about each of these guys I mentioned.
I had to separate what he was saying just to say it and what he was saying to us as a fan.
The layers.
You see what I'm saying?
Like
There's a lot.
Ghost.
Facts.
5% type cats.
Slick Rick.
The ruler.
In my opinion, it's somewhat a tie between Slick Rick and Big as far as storytelling, but I'm gonna give Slick because he got the age. You see what I'm saying? And then somebody that's probably the most underrated artist of all time, which is Busta. You know, because you can't. I don't know too many cats. I don't know anybody that just out raps Busta Rhymes. Nobody out raps.
I don't think nobody.
Who out raps Busta Rhymes?
Other than X,
He got hot off for
his
killing
stage,
cats.
His stage performance.
That's a. I'm talking about.
No, I'm saying other than X, I don't think nobody definitely could out
perform.
I don't think nobody outperforms Busta Rhymes. I don't think nobody. His shows is ridiculous.
X shows used to be
Yeah.
crazy. Energy,
Yeah.
level,
Well,
energy,
that's
level.
one, too. That's a good one, too.
Yeah. But I'm talking about as far as
sorry.
this lyrical ability, wordplay,
Versatility.
the flow, the versatility. Like
Yeah.
you can't name a
Influence.
Busta song where somebody just went harder than Busta
Yeah,
on it.
and you got to look at him.
That's how we got hot.
If you look at him and what's his name changed the video game too. He and Missy Elliott.
And that,
They almost did that single
and
handedly.
that's what broke him.
And then on top of that, longevity. You see what I'm
man.
saying?
He's still
'Cause
here.
How many
doing this-
eras?
He was doing this back in the day with
Yeah.
Q-Tip and
Leaders
those.
of the
Last
new
year
school.
dropped a crazy album.
Oh, classic album, fam.
See, okay, let me run mine. I'm from a different area, and I'm gonna break down since you did. I'm gonna break down. Rakim is my number one, always will be,
Word.
because half of New York, especially Wu and all of them, stepped their game up with the 5% of knowledge in their rhymes because of Rakim. A bunch of them have said that. Number two,
He made it cool in a lot of ways.
yes, he did.
Without being too
And
in your
see,
face,
and these-
sissy and all that.
And
Yeah,
these
he made it cool.
these first three and my last one are straight geniuses. All of my top five are all lyricists. But Rakim is number one. Big Daddy Kane is number two.
Kane.
He's a straight lyricist. He brought style.
Yeah, he
to
made
the
it
game.
cool. He was sitting
He made it cool to flash. He's the one. He's also the one that broke Jay-Z.
Yeah,
He used to bring Jay-Z out during the intermission to
his
perform.
his influence is crazy. Him and Positive K.
But his bar game is crazy.
And insane.
Number three, KRS-One. Because he's like a walking encyclopedia.
Yeah,
And
word.
But he was bang, 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 bang on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Criminal Minded.
Yeah,
From that point on, he chose to be a teacher.
man.
Now, number four, because of the grimy and grit, Queen's finest, Kool G Rap. Kool G Rap is number four for me. Kool G Rap made it cool to be street. You know, it was other guys that was doing it, but Kool G Rap made it cool to be street.
He had that feel.
Man.
That
And
feel
look-
when
and
you
look-
knew he wasn't lying.
And listen, just like Rakim influenced a lot of people, Kool G Rap influenced a lot of people from Queens.
From everywhere.
And that which brings me to my top to my last five, to my five out of the top five. Nas to me is like a 90s version of Rakim.
To me, he bit G rap for
He's the
more.
closest, but he got the cadence like Kool G Rap.
But how can you not?
But listen, but how can you not? Because even Havoc and
Everybody.
and Prodigy, everybody,
Anybody
make
wanna
all
be
them
Prodigy.
cats.
Prodigy.
The reason I say he's the closest thing to Rakim is because Rakim, he stayed the course of for what he did from Paid in Full all the way up, mathematics to science. Nas did it in a different way, but he never changed his message to us. He was always trying to empower us as people. He was always uplifting women. He was always,
Oh, Nas?
I mean, just about it.
No. Uchi Wally.
Big
baby.
horse.
You know what I'm saying? Uchi
That's one
Wally.
song though, but that wasn't his song.
He did a lot. He did a lot of them.
You
joints.
owe me with genuine.
Yeah.
Like he did.
He sold out for the bag a few times.
Yeah. It was.
But
That whole
still,
album with Diddy was involved.
But you
was
talking
crazy.
about one or two songs out of 800?
How many did he glorify women versus that?
You know, I don't know.
Outside of his daughter.
I don't know him
his
doing.
mother.
I don't know if him doing many songs like that. I'm just saying, as far as his pen game and the influence, people can say what they want.
Yeah.
You know, like they don't want to give him the credit that he influenced a lot of people.
Facts.
Too. But he's not in my top five. But Nas,
It all depends on what we talking about. Because if we talking about this pure ability
What up,
to
classmate?
spit rhymes, then you have to include Eminem because not a lot of people
Oh, of course.
can rap the way he
No,
raps.
heck no.
That's hard to do, fam.
Can I
And
be
then
real with you?
switch it up. So
all
many
three of us are MCs, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to do what he does the way he does it,
I agree
fam.
with that.
I will say that I was an Eminem fan, especially the more underground things before he even got with Dre. I think what ruined him was getting around 50 Cent and starting to growl when he rapped. That's a whole different conversation that we'll have on a different show. But just being honest, as far as just bar for bar and the creativity and the craziness, taking horrorcore as well as the East Coast lyricism and battle style. Because remember, he got hot. Like, he didn't get hot in Michigan.
He got hot.
He
in New
went to
York.
Jersey, linked up with the
Jersey.
Outsiders.
The Outsiders, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of influences and relationships that he made to be able to grow.
Who's in Outsiders? I'm trying to remember.
Young Z, Pace One, Rod Digger.
Rod Digger. That's
Rod
right.
Digger was
I knew it was a female with him. That's right.
Shout
That's
out
right.
Digger.
That's,
Digger
you
about to
know,
be back
they
out-
was
out this
married.
way.
Young Z and Digger.
And Digger, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Digger,
Sure
Digger.
was.
First name Rashida.
Yo,
Man, she was on the site
She's
for a
fire.
second not too long
She
ago.
about to be back out here in town to do
Jesus.
shout out Galaxy 9 because they're gonna do
her
a
first album
tribute
was
for her.
crazy.
Jesus Christ, hold up. I got to say this. Did y'all see, is it DJ K. Slay?
What about
Oh,
that?
the joint with like 50
The
rappers on it?
110? Oh, my
No, it wasn't you.
God.
It was Molly. Molly put me on. Molly put me on to that. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Rod Digger's a
Al
part of
Jesus
that.
put me on.
Rod Digger's on there. And Twister.
Matter of fact, it might have been Al who.
was Al.
Probably both of them niggas.
Yeah.
Look, man, let me tell you something. I didn't, man, that ain't as long. I didn't lose interest at all.
Not one. The beat didn't even
The
change.
beats didn't even change.
Everybody spit it.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
That's mean.
how crazy was it seeing McGruff look like Big Pun?
Yeah.
McGruff used to be skinny.
Skinny. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Man,
Y'all know about
they had
McGruff.
his son on there. They had his son. Chris Rivers was on there
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Yo, shout out
He-
Chris.
he was on
They
there,
had
too.
a couple second generation type.
Yeah,
With
man.
Saigon.
So let me ask you this.
Saigon,
because
I forgot about him.
We brought up Pun's son.
Chris Rivers.
Do you think
Performed
he
the
should,
Rightxous.
Do you think he should get any of his father's clout based upon how badly he talked about his father?
That was no. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yo,
I
yo.
understand why he was talking
Yo,
about.
moms are
when
crazy.
when you doing that to his mother, I can understand.
No,
that.
no. Even
You know what I mean?
beyond that, like, yo, he was so young when his father died,
Yeah.
and a woman can be very scornful depending on the relationship.
See, but I'm not gonna say all that because this man did a whole video reenacting his young life and involvement with his father, fam. He did a whole song.
When
about
you get
how his
around
father was
cats-
treating his mother. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know,
That's-
I can't. I ain't gonna speak on that. I can't speak on. It's too many dimensions to it.
Because I'm like, if you're gonna throw dirt on your pop's name, then I don't think you should be entitled to any of his clout. You should
Yeah,
you should have to really get it off your own. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even acknowledge him as your father.
That's something
You know
you
what I'm
shouldn't do publicly anyway. I don't
He did.
I don't agree with that.
But
at
you
all.
already know what happened.
Yeah.
He came out on that, right? You know, he came out rapping. It ain't worked. So then let me try to figure a way to make this happen.
Because he can
Woo.
spit. He definitely
But let
can
me
spit.
tell you about them old Puerto Ricans in the hood. When they seen that disrespect and pulled him to the side and grabbed his ear, I guarantee you he doesn't speak those types of ways any longer.
I was surprised it came out.
I wasn't.
I was surprised Joe let that come out.
Yo, it
Right.
Pimp C.
That's
I'ma
his
relax.
kin
I ain't gonna
people,
speak
right?
on that. I can say
Joe's his family, right?
Nah,
They're not related.
They're not blood family.
Not
Oh,
at
His
all.
friends. His friends grew up together, kind of like
I don't know, man.
They ain't even do that. He just met
Yeah,
him
us
at the
came up
sandwich shop.
came up together. I
Yeah.
didn't grew up together. They came up
Yeah.
together.
They didn't even come up together. Because you got to remember, Joe was that guy back in the late 80s. He gave Biggie his first show.
Nah, Joe was that guy in the early 90s.
early
It was
90s.
Early 90s.
Late 80s,
Yeah.
early 90s.
I still say what's the name got his cadence from.
He put Biggie
from
on.
Fat Joe.
Mm.
I say Rick Ross stole his cadence. He stole
who?
Fat
I
Joe's
don't,
cadence.
man, bro, what we talking about?
That's an
We
amalgamation.
talking about Rick Ross. You talking about somebody who you know what I mean? And I respect the man hustle. I respect his
Yeah.
ability to rap. But we talking about a man who stole his whole identity. So it's not,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's not enough
We
for
talked
him to
about
steal
that.
a
We
flow.
talked
You know
about
what I
that.
mean? He
That's
stole
right,
his
you're right.
whole. He stole somebody
This-
else's whole persona.
This
you
is
know what I
right. This is right.
He was a hell of a student, though.
The-
'cause if
the
you think-
corrections
Look back
officer.
here, take it to the house.
Officer
mean? A hell of
Ricky.
an actor.
Yeah, Officer Ricky. He's a corrections.
Whoever his engineer is, God touched his ears.
But look, I'm gonna
Best
tell you
engineer
this.
in the business.
That I think him and Jeezy and Jay-Z are the best at picking beats. That sounds
Rick
like
Ross makes some of the best music over the last 10 to 15 music.
Rick Ross built the production team
Yeah.
that catered to what makes him sound good.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And he knew how to keep it going.
Because that Maybach Music production team, oh man, it's them. It's another team he has too that he works with.
Let alone the relationship with Khaled. The hottest DJ from Miami when he was coming up. But again, you can't make those relationships unless you was in the background for a long time too.
Yeah.
Like
And I
him
never
and 2
take nothing
Chainz, they play their positions.
I never take nothing away from Rick Ross's talent. He can rap. He can definitely rap. Is this?
If he's the one writing it.
I said, it's another question.
That's a big if, huh?
That's a
That boy who was down there, wasn't they something, Baby Boy the Prince or something like that? I heard he had some credits. A couple of the Muslim brothers from Philly, you know what I'm saying, that he had on his team for a while. Wale, you know what I mean? Whenever I see a wealth of talented lyricists with chains on and cars and they've never put out an album, there's a reason they're around. Like cats talk about Weezy and how great his pen is.
Well,
We gonna talk about Gilly.
Yeah, I sure
We ain't
like
gonna
it.
talk about. We ain't gonna talk about Corey Guns.
Shout out Philly's Most Wanted.
Spark Dog. You know what I mean?
I mean,
it's
but we
it's a
got
lot
to.
of talented people, but it's
if you're
smart.
But if you're going to talk about how great Weezy's pen is,
Gutter.
you got to say Gilly the Kid.
That's
You
what
got
I'm
to say
saying.
Gilly. You know what I'm saying?
You
I mean,
can tell when somebody's rapping like somebody else, and I hate to break a lot of y'all's heart.
It's beyond rapping like somebody else, man. And we gotta give Gilly the credit that he's deserved. We gotta give him the same credit that he got on the back of the Carter 2. You see what I'm
Carter
saying?
1.
Oh, excuse me, the Carter 1. Excuse me, the credit that he
And the
got on
500
Carter
degrees.
1. You see what I'm saying? I ain't know he was on 500 degrees.
Yeah,
I ain't know he
that's
had
when he
credits
pulled
on
up type thing. Remember he took off the FUBU and all that?
that. Yeah, that's real.
Cass is wearing FUBU with the goggles.
Well, if you look at the writer, he literally got writer credits on Wayne's album. Anybody, if you got writer credits on the album, there's not no hook.
If it ain't the producer and the cat that wrote it, and maybe if they a feature, when you see like 6-7 names on there, it was a group effort.
Facts. And it's
And they
nothing
don't even
wrong with that. It's
we don't even
nothing
see the
really wrong
credits
with that.
anymore. That's the problem.
Nah, 'cause
that's why people think Drake is the illest.
Because who's buying actual physical CDs with
Right.
the insert in it where you read the? Remember that? You
That
used to
exposed
read-
everything.
I used to read the pamphlet and break down every track.
That's
Who
how I
was
knew
doing
the
what.
Wu-Tang's real names.
Facts.
Yeah.
Exactly. You trying to match
You
the
knew who
names
Gary
up.
Grice was
You
and
remember that?
C. Woods and
Roger Diggs.
You used to have to
Clifford.
take-
Yeah, you know what I'm
You
saying?
had to take the insert, open it
Yo.
up, and try to figure out
Who is this S. Dot Carter?
Who is that?
That's .com.
Who is C. Giles?
You see him?
Cameron got
Ooh.
some credits.
Mad credits. Mad credits.
Crush on You, whoa.
Mad
Hits. Chic Luch.
Cheek loose.
Some of your favorite rappers don't have time because of their schedule to write some of the things. I ain't gonna say Bleak may, you know what I'm saying? But Bleak,
But Shorty, young Chris definitely did.
Yeah, Mace
Young Chris-
got a catalog.
Young Chris got some credits. If Young Chris was ever to
Do you
get,
hear this?
Who's Young
the
Chris?
ever from the Young Guns out of
Young
Philly,
Guns.
Young Chris
Oh,
and Neef.
okay.
If Young Chris, if they were ever to put his name on the stuff that he actually wrote, your favorite rapper may no longer be your favorite rapper.
Same with a lot of these what's it called, cats? These producers. You know, producers that you in love with. They got a whole staff of cats. They go in there and put a little dash of this and a dash of that,
Puffy.
and they sell it.
Drake.
Drake.
That's how Kanye got on.
That's how Scott Storch. Come on now.
Yeah, you know. But you had to pay your little homage.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, it's like,
part
yo,
of the
you if you sell it, you might get $50. If I sell it for you, you're gonna get 50,000,
Exactly.
and we gonna break it down and let's just keep the game going.
As simple as that. And it's part of the business. And I'm not going to take anything away
Business,
from the business.
not
part
the art,
that gets
the
me,
business.
First off, I know that shit.
Yo.
But the part that gets me when it comes to this business is separating the business from the clout. You see what I'm saying? If you got a team of writers, cool, man. You an entertainer, fam. Do what you do to make your bread. You know what I mean? But don't come out here talking about you the best rapper alive. You the best rapper. You know what I mean? Don't come out here and say
You the
that,
best
man.
karaoke cat. You perform your
mean?
behind off, my guy.
Because if that's the case, Milli Vanilli is one of the
Yo,
greatest
yeah.
groups ever. You see what I'm saying?
Can we give
But-
respect to Birdman? Like
Bro,
really, I
they
don't
was
like the way
lip-syncing.
I don't like
Come
the
on,
way
they wasn't even singing their stuff.
Yo,
But you
let's-
know what's so crazy? Half the industry start lip singing like a year or two
Yo,
later.
cats are lip syncing right now. We was at an event. Cats didn't even rap.
Facts, big facts.
They were just woo.
Not
They
even.
didn't
Not
even. And then they do a little. Am I lying, Kenny?
Not even. They was
Yo.
really just not saying nothing.
There
Dude
was
just
two
letting it-
people, Filthy Rich and another cat, the whole night. We was there 8 hours,
Yeah.
and nobody rapped. The first time I seen it was in Dallas. It was a mask.
It was a couple people that actually rap because I spotted them people like, okay.
No, but they ain't know they were.
Oh, what? You made me think of something. Really, this little young cat from out of Cali, man, he got a lot of mouth too. He really was being disrespectful to one of the ladies from Galaxy 9. And
Out of Cali?
Huh?
You said he out of Cali?
Yeah, Ted Season, whatever his name. I don't know nothing about that dude, but he got, on the thing, he got a little bread, whatever. He put one of his, because I was asking who would you book, who could fill, who could fill a venue without a main act.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how we're friends on Facebook, but he was bragging and boasting about doing a show or doing shows rapping over his lyrics. Now,
I'll do the same.
but see, check this out. I got a friend, Sexy Psycho, Jay Area. What up, Ken? Detroit. She raps. I'm not gonna say exactly like him, but she got bars like a Tech 9. So I understand you having your ad-lib tracks and stuff going, and you may have the lyrics going in the background a little. You know what I'm saying? But she be spitting. You could hear her spit. This dude was making it seem like it's something to rap over your lyrics. They just did it on the BET Awards the other night.
Yo,
It's the end thing right now.
can I be real with you? It's been the end thing. I'm gonna be so real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this for a lot of y'all listening. A lot of cats got rules. You know what I'm saying? For all this that we do, I ain't got no type of resume to back up these rules that they putting out there. If you really want to be real, the rules that they discussing, nobody that's even being successful at this point in time is obeying these rules. Okay?
I mean, but what?
No,
what,
but hold on. Let me speak. Please. Let me just get this completely out because it's come up so many times. I've had enough.
don't hit the table.
If
You
you've
come to carry
done,
the mic.
if you're a real professional rapper, when I say professional, I mean you've been to at least 50 different venues. You know you gotta have both on deck. When you get there, you
gotta
listen.
have what on deck?
Both. You have to have a one with lyrics and one without, based on sound quality, based on speaker arrangement, and based on the crowd that you're performing to. Okay, it's just facts. Because if you go into a situation where you don't have all that right, they're not gonna hear you rapping anyway. They're not gonna hear nothing. I've been to so many venues.
But this is the thing about it.
I don't
man.
agree with that.
Yeah,
They
but
hear
hold
everything
on.
I say.
Cause I look at it like that. Well, no, it really do depend on. I've been in some venues. I've been on stages where the sound system was that bad, fam. Where
Facts.
nobody, like, you couldn't hear.
It's nothing but-
nobody was
Well,
saying.
even if you
The
do,
street spots.
well, even if you do have the music playing in the background, it's still garbage because the sound
Facts,
system.
yeah.
But
that's
see,
just a bad venue,
it's
you know
the
what I mean?
level of volume that you're performing at versus the person, all the other people that have rapped.
But
It's continuing the energy. But please, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm so not done. This is so real, and a lot of cats.
go
gotta
ahead
hear
with it,
this.
man. Go ahead.
Well, I keep cutting me off. Girl.
Yeah, everybody talking.
So
I
check
ain't just
me
cutting
out.
y'all. Everybody talking.
So here we go with this shit. Look, I'm gonna go back to it. Also with that,
Ego.
it's levels. It's levels, B. You can't come in here asking for my steak performance and you giving me chicken money or no money. The nerve of people that have never put $1 in someone's pocket to tell them the level of performance that they should provide. You pay me, I'm coming in there with performance track. I got everything.
Key word he said though, professional. If you're a professional, you don't have to have that.
Professional.
That's what you just
So
said.
I'm gonna throw this right here at you real quick, because you just said if you pay me, I'm gonna bring an A1 performance.
Facts.
That's
But
garbage
as a-
though.
But as a professional,
You should bring it
and
anyway.
as a representative of your brand,
My performance is always gonna be fire.
well, you're supposed to bring your A game every time.
No, my A game is going to be there.
I've never heard
But
you
there's-
rapping over your lyrics
but
either.
Yo,
I
I've
have.
been doing it for the last year or two.
You just started doing it.
No, I mean I've been doing it since I was in Michigan,
I have. He will rap
because
over his
I
lyrics
didn't
and
always have access to producers like I do at Hub. You know what I'm saying? Where I can get everything broke down. A lot of times you get the beat, you rap, and woo, 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 woo.
Like I said, I have never heard you rap over your lyrics.
A
Never.
lot of times it's just my performance is that strong, you ain't even notice.
Look, I want to give a shout out real quick, and I rarely do this. So Jay, if you don't mind, I just want to give a shout out real quick. I seen this artist last Saturday performing at a Galaxy 9 event. Her name is Dallas Ashley.
I've heard that name.
You've heard that name?
Yes.
And she wowed me, fam. She wowed me. I'm gonna throw this up towards the camera. Kenny, make sure we get that on the camera real quick. You see what I'm saying? This is her right here, Dallas Ashley. You know what I mean? For the people, real quick. She rapped, fam. Like it wasn't even just about what she was saying.
She got some Danny
fam.
Brown in her.
It wasn't even just about what she was saying, but fam, she stood and she delivered in the pace that she raps out. The average person that raps that fast, you wouldn't be able to understand what they saying.
Yo, that's strong.
And she reminded me of a hip hop version of Erykah Badu. Fam,
Okay.
bruh, it was one of the best performances I've seen out here. Period.
Word.
You know what I mean? So I want to give a shout out once again. Can I get some hand claps real quick for Dallas Ashley? Y'all can find her at MLI_Dallas Ashley on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow her. Y'all know me. I don't do this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But she wowed me. You know what I mean? So I got to put on one time.
That's fire. Yo, we you know what I'm saying? And that's love. Because you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
even know her. I don't even know her. You see what I'm
Positivity.
saying? I don't even know her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know her at all. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We met her that night. Cool people, but her performance stuck with me. I think y'all would have loved it.
I would have loved it. I love running into things I don't expect like that.
Facts.
When you get wild by somebody you ain't even know, and a lot of times they'll be a Facebook friend for years. You ain't even know that they was out here grinding like that. And you're like, yo, oh shit, that's you.
She was rapping.
That's fire.
That's my new thing now. When people perform, they actually get up there and they spit. Like, you know what I mean? No vocals back behind them. They get up there and they spit and stand and deliver the whole thing, no breaks, no nothing. I'm like, oh, you rapping.
But see,
that's fire.
You said something earlier, and y'all jumped down my throat like I was trying to make y'all stop talking. I just wasn't agreeing with the stuff y'all was saying when we said this.
What?
You said something earlier. Depends on the sound.
Facts.
I have friends, you know, both of y'all know Tiffany, Bricks in the Wall, they travel with the sound man.
Facts.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't have a budget for that, but I have a big mouth, so my voice is going to carry.
You're going to project.
I'm not
just
going to
about
project.
And you're not a rookie either.
Just about, but see, where I'm going with this is like, okay, your energy may be the reason I've never noticed that, but your voice also projects too. Yeah. Your voice carries. My thing with me is I'm old, so I come from a different era. We used to have performance tracks on CDs. You know, that's how long I've been performing. Then they went to the flash drive. You know, now
that's real.
Now
you just gave a lot of game.
Yeah, now the email thing is really big. You know what I'm saying? So for me, my first album, State and Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Some of the tracks on there and Road to Redemption, I had too many dubs, too many ad-libs. So
yeah, you learn that over the process too.
Yeah, it would sound like I'm actually rapping.
It was really your backing track,
but it was really my backup track. So on the project, I did it like totally different. And this is what Hub told me.
Shout out Big Hub.
And JC Beaver.
Yo, shout out JC Beaver.
JC Beaver.
Back.
They both said, it was like, Jay, you ain't got to do a whole lot of that. I'm like, well, I just wanted to be full. Dude, it's full.
Your voice is full.
And a lot of people, one thing that could help them with even, you know, what, you know, not just performing, what's your recordings, if you stack your vocals, it'll make it stronger. It'll make it fuller. Hub put me on Hub. That's why I love his mixes. Mixes out of any, you know, I give Mouse Quick his props. I give my boy Studio Dodger his props and Sharwick as master engineers. But I don't think they can outmix Hub. Hub mixes be beautiful. But I'm saying, get to my point. Hub said to me one day, it's like, Jay, you ain't got to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have like a dub or two when you perform, that's cool, but you don't necessarily need it. And I can't expect everybody to do what I do. Because everybody don't have a big mouth that I got.
Nah, but you know what? You just gave a lot of game. Because honestly, a lot of these places I have performed over my vocals, if it wasn't just like one of them street joints, you know what I mean? Where, it's a Royal Rumble anyway. It's because somebody told me not to. And who the hell are you to tell me anything and you ain't put no cake in my pocket, B? I've seen you cake up other cat. You ain't going, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna have the nerve off the strength of me putting my name on this. And you know if I'm, let's just keep it 1,000. If I'm walking in, a lot of cats that ain't rapping even that night gonna pull up. It's not a lie. If I just say, yo, Ray, I'm pulling up. Then Ray bringing 3-4 cats. Then, you know what I'm saying? This guy bringing 3-4 cats. And we all gonna be in there, we mob. It's not hard to fill up a room when you really working and you got some juice. So a lot of y'all need to quit lying about that too.
So I'm gonna get back to what Jay was saying. That's the
But I hate performing on it because it really limits the range of your performance. When you got extra words coming in, because you might be on a different groove that night based on the crowd, then your ad lib is off and now you sound crazy.
So
What up, Goldie?
My thing is this. So I've been in venues, and I don't project that much. You see what I'm saying? My voice is tiny. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot. When I rap, I gotta get up there and rap. You know what I mean?
He's not lying.
Like for real. He'll tell you, I gotta really get out there. But my thing is this. I've also been on stages where, because one thing about it, Jay, when you're performing, you don't hear what the people are hearing. You're standing behind the speakers, so we don't know what they're hearing. And I've been in venues where where you can't compete with static. You can't compete with the speakers popping. None of that. So it may sound one way while we're on stage standing behind the speakers, but in front of the speakers, it could be coming out.
They
bad.
can't even.
So I never thought of that.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
So that's what I was saying. It's
Super bad.
Sometimes, regardless if you got that backing track or not, if they don't got it put together correctly,
Yeah.
it's gonna sound bad.
I'm trying to think the place that I think we all sounded the best at was when we did that cypher at Trees. The mics.
Well, that's just trees.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna
trees.
I'm gonna keep it real, yo. Every time I went to Denton, the Andes,
Andy's
I forgot my dude's name, man. You know what I'm saying? He cool as
Andy
cool
on
as a
point.
breeze through the trees. The dude who, you know what I'm saying, really do it and all that. I don't know. Forgive me because you my guy.
Yeah.
But yo, every time I went in there, pristine, my nigga.
Lola's is pretty good too.
Regardless of the crowd that was rapping, whether it was the street cats or the hip hop cats or whatever, or even rock bands I've been in there to see, folk bands, the sound was pristine. So I got to take my hat off.
Yeah, and they bought like all new equipment too.
Yo,
Yeah.
they
When they
redesigned it all.
redid the whole building.
When RBC did their update, their sound was good. You see what I'm saying?
RBC?
But it was just about having the sound guy there.
Yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
hardly ever came. You're right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lola's had pretty good sound.
had-
But I remember when they did it.
Remember
I
that?
remember when they had the bad mics. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, back when Big Cliff was doing it up there, when he was.
Before that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And yo, if y'all think that's bad, I ain't gonna throw no names out there, but a lot of these spots where it's 50 rappers and only 20 of them gonna rap, you know what I'm saying, and they all paid, it's never a sound guy there. Never. And when I was saying earlier about keeping the
What event
energy.
you going to where it's 50 guys rapping and 20 of them got paid?
No, nobody's getting paid. They was paying to rap.
I
didn't-
you saying they were paying?
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
okay.
you know, you got 50 cats that signed up to rap.
Yeah.
And then only 20 cats rapping, and you know, 6 cats want to shoot
but
after
you
and all
can't-
that.
I feel like in my experience, fam, you can't go to an open mic expecting great sound. It's an open mic.
No, but see, these aren't open mics the way they're presented. You know what I mean? It's just a whole different era. It's a whole different energy. Unless you been there, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. All right, but you go in there with that know nothing in the background. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna tune you out because the level's been here all night with the sound expectation, and yours gonna sound real quiet, and people gonna go outside and smoke.
So can we talk about the difference between an MC and an entertainer?
Yo, you gotta be both.
Nah, some cats.
That's
are
what
not.
makes you
got,
great.
You got some cats that just MCs and some that
Some are just
that's
actors and entertainers. Shout out Drake and Rick.
Drake is an entertainer.
They're great at karaoke. You know what I'm saying? He's an actor. Yeah. They said, yo, if we had a pretty yellow boy singing the same thing that Wayne was,
Degrassi.
we could get this money, man. And a chick, baby, for being a child molester and all that. Yo, his marketing schemes, relax. The marketing, whoever does his marketing and branding of his artists from the hot, remember the first time you seen the Hot Boys? Or BG or Juvenile, that look, then it graduated to the loud jerseys and all that.
You don't think that was Slim?
No, Slim in the street. Slim ain't doing too much with the music. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure the birds get there on the tour bus. if you rapping on that kind of thing, don't think that you're valuable. Your tour bus is getting all the money, not you. But that's a different discussion. But yeah, they know the market. Look
Shout
at Drake.
out to homie Goldie and Corner Boy.
Yeah,
we
we
see
good,
that
Goldie.
tapping in, fam. We see you tapping in.
Yo,
Yeah.
him and Loco just did a crazy joint. Yeah. I finally met Diamond Stone too. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview with my man, you know what I'm saying, Pulo. Bring that back, Pulo. You know what I'm saying? The cat that, you know what I'm saying, out here with Percy in Atlanta and all that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him some credit. Because a lot of cats doing it the wrong way, pushing negativity. He just lets the guy be the guy and tell the story and let the story tell itself.
Percy's in Atlanta?
He don't dress it up. He was on the 95 South show with
85 South.
87. You know,
I think it's 85 South, right?
yeah, 85. And I lived in Atlanta. Forgive me. I was on the MARTA. I ain't know where I was on. I just knew where I was gonna get to. But you know what I'm saying? Yo, and another thing, Pulo. Yo, that's another engineer. That, you know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Another engineer?
Yeah, Pulo engineer skills are through the roof. I seen him do some work magic and like that.
Yo,
I've
no
witnessed,
talent.
I witnessed him put a rapper together in the studio. Dude was in the booth and he was telling them exactly what to do and he laid it out like, yeah, punch this in,
Almost
punch
ball
this
for
in.
ball.
And yeah, ball for ball.
And it came out sounding like.
And I'm like, it's no way. I think in my head, I'm like, yo, it's no way this is gonna come out sounding good. And then when he finally got done, he hit play, did his little rough mix. I'm like, it's fire.
How you think Yayo learned how to rap? I watched him do the same thing with him and about 500 other guys that are right now popping in the city.
Go, yeah.
Yeah. I seen him do the same thing with all these cats you be seeing on the interviews and all that.
It's nice, yo. DFW has some master engineers.
Londa.
You see what I'm saying?
Londa?
Londa Jacobs.
Wick.
Jeff Sessions?
People sleep on Wick.
What?
Especially with singing.
So, yeah.
Yo, that's right.
Shawwick make your voice full, too.
I'm talking about mixing overall. Shawwick is a master engineer.
Master
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Have you heard his album yet?
The
Christ Cafe?
I haven't heard it yet.
I'm telling you,
He
dog.
told me, I gotta get on it.
Yo,
See what I'm saying? So
crazy.
between, let's see, Shawwick, Hub, Pulo, we'll throw the Grammy guy, Mousequake, OG. You see what I'm saying?
You gotta pay him. Campaign.
Jay White. You see what I'm saying? This is all cats around here.
Weight of the world.
Jay White's in LA probably now, but you know what I mean? Like,
it's not.
This is
crazy.
cats that's around here. Dre the Hitman.
Yo,
That's the engineer.
Yo,
Dre
the
the
best songs on my first album, the ones with the best sound,
Well, mixed by Dre the Hitman.
He Ain't Fresh,
Shout
Sex,
out.
Drugs, and Rock and Roll.
That's all Dre the Hitman's
all Dre the
engineering.
Hitman, yo.
Shout out G Wiz on the production and his
G-Wiz.
mastering skills.
Yo,
You
his
see
joint
what I'm
coming
saying?
I
out.
did not know that.
He got a new one about to drop.
Yeah.
I like the album cover. It look like a book. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to the video that we were saying?
It
Dre
just
just
dropped.
dropped it today. Shout out to homie Dre the Hitman.
Yeah,
Make
man.
sure y'all get that how you say it? Zaggers, whatever. It's niggas tripping. I'm sorry, Jay NonStop. It's
backwards.
niggas tripping spelled backwards. Make sure y'all check that out. You'll see the Rightxous Light team on the
I might
video.
have to take a trip down
See
there
what
and
I'm
record
saying?
this album because I'm 8 joints in.
But it's a lot of like top-notch engineers and producers right here. Shout out Other Words. You see what I'm saying?
Words.
Like, come on now.
Milky Beats.
On now,
Yo.
fam. It's cats out here, Jay.
Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah, Milky.
Yeah, man. What's my man name? Johnny Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
Who's DC? Who is DC? Nice with the production. You see what I'm saying? Come on now, fam. It's mad talent around this
JC
way.
Beaver.
JC Beaver.
So love.
From
you know what I mean?
from the cats that made it to the next level to the cats who are still grinding to get to that level, fam. This place is saturated.
What's my man? And we gotta mention him in the funk. He did a lot with completing them. You gotta pay him.
Omega, Alpha and Omega.
Yeah. Yo, I can't call
my
your name
God,
right now.
man, that's
I
bad.
bumped into him looking for Jazzy Mac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you in the funk on the east side, pull up to the Mac Sauce Factory.
Ty
You can't get
Macklin.
in with Pulo.
Ty
Ty
Macklin.
Macklin.
Ty Macklin,
I
yeah.
pulled up on him and I was at the wrong joint and I finally introduced myself to him. You know what I'm saying? But yo, campaign over there at Jazzy Studio. It's so many.
There's another cat. I don't know if y'all familiar with him. He does a lot of beats. At least he used to. Ernie G for Fort Knox and them.
Oh, I know.
Ernie G. He and Ty work together a lot.
Yeah.
He's all over that Riders of the Storm, the Soul Searching album by Knox and stuff. But I don't know, man. I'm just so spoiled of Hub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to try like I work with Londa. That was cool recording with him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you went out there with
Yeah,
Peace.
with Jay Peace. And I got to let you hear that before we leave, too. It's a nice joint.
Shout out Ayatollah on the production.
Yo.
Losing my mind.
Ayatollah?
What?
Yo, what Ayatollah gave me.
Ayatollah beat would change your album. You hear me?
in my line, yo.
Ayatollah beat will change your album. You'll be like,
Our
what?
Ayatollah.
Yes. Tola.
Oh, you sleeping.
Yeah, you sleep.
I'm going to play you
ain't got a
joint,
Tola
you
beat.
know what I mean?
It's crazy. Yeah. After this.
Yo, I ain't even going to
Play him-
discuss how it's going down,
Oh,
but
my
y'all going to be
God.
surprised.
Tola beats give you the grimiest,
Grimy.
ugly face. Every time you hear him, you like, oh, this is
Hey,
nasty.
see what I did? You know what I'm saying? I sampled this. This is actually from the Swiss Miss commercial from '64.
Facts, you know?
Hud showed me how to do this.
He was on the stage with you not too long ago, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Engineering, bro. We talking about production. Job on. You know what I mean?
Job on.
Grammy Award winner.
Job on that
Right
guy.
here.
Yeah.
I think him and Erica's working right now, too. I think they're building.
Hey,
They're doing some
job
stuff
be
together.
working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I know
Humble cat, too, man.
Oh yeah.
Real humble.
Yeah,
Real
salute,
down there.
Salute. You know what I
Real
mean?
down
Job
there.
on. Make sure y'all check out his the sample flips that he does. He got a whole show based around sample flips.
Yeah.
Tune in, follow the homie Job on. You see what I'm saying? They're making things happen. You know?
I'm gonna say something else too, because it's about time for us to get out of here. I really think, like, those of you that are in tune with that have heard of the We from Dallas, watch that documentary and see the influence that the DFW has had in the music world. Not just with DOC and Vanilla Ice and, you know, DJ Snake and them. You need to watch that. And I'm gonna tell you who was in the middle of all of it. Who does it? They don't give him the credit that he deserved. Picasso was the one that linked the majority of the people that you see in the video together. But there is so much hip hop in the DFW that goes back. I didn't know they was big on graffiti like that. And you can go on YouTube and look up We from Dallas. It's dope. Yeah. Leo J, Teddy Cool, I think Easy Eddie D. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yo, you brought up the graffiti thing. It kind of hit me different. Will y'all please stop going to the same 3 graffiti spots, shooting these music videos?
Yeah, Fabrication Street. And
oh my God, I'm so tired. If one more I'm hip hop type cat go to the same graffiti spot and do the same thing, I'm slapping you and I'm slapping whoever let you do that. You should beat your friends up. I'm sorry.
I gotta.
so-
can I close with? Go ahead.
Nah,
You the man.
we ain't closing it. You ain't going nowhere. I'm
We
kidnapping you.
keeping you here.
Kidnapping you.
I gotta go.
You ain't going nowhere yet because I got to throw
bound
this
to
ball back
win.
in your court.
Talk to me.
I want your top 5 DFW MCs.
J Peace. Solid.
Yo,
Duece Freight.
man, bro.
Did I say Solid?
Yeah, that's 3.
It says Solid. That's 3. Man, all these damn people I know.
You can't say yourself.
No, I can't say myself. I gotta put Rakim Al-Jabbar in there.
You should.
I gotta put Rakim Al-Jabbar in there. And I'm missing somebody, man. I'm missing something. I know so many damn people. I'm just drawing a blank right now.
You throw Pick in there?
Picasso. That's it. That's
Duece.
it. And really, it really is J Peace and Picasso 1 and 2. Duece, this dude don't get the credit that he deserved.
I ain't been working. I just
That's
realized
because
how
he
much
need
I
to
ain't
start
working.
rapping. Start rapping to
I
get
just
him
be
years
showing
to
up
do.
bullying people. Yo, I'm nice.
I still think you should re-release the Renaissance Man album.
Yo, I've considered that, but
Duece,
what I got coming,
no,
yo, I'm gonna
Duece,
relax.
nah, relax. Yeah,
I'm gonna relax.
He got something coming. He got
I'm
something
waiting.
coming. He got something. That's
I'm
what
You
we
don't
waiting.
have to
say,
wait
big
too
bro.
much longer.
But Duece, give me your top 5. Top 5 DFW.
I'm gonna take it different than, you know what I'm saying, my brother
just
Jay.
do whatever your top
I'm gonna
5
do some
is.
cats that y'all might want to check out if you ain't hit
Nah,
two
we
in the street.
we don't care about. We want
Jetson
your top
Gang,
5.
you know what I mean?
This your top 5 DFW?
Top 5 right now. That if you in the street and you trying to get some money, you might want to listen to this because some of these other things may not keep you in that car focused on getting the bread. Jetson Gang, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my man June Jetson, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Jazzy Mac.
Facts.
Who else been on Telemundo? That was so smart of her to
Nobody
put that in
grinds
her
like
video.
she does neither. Her grind is different.
Yo, it was different.
Her grind is different.
Free Game Vang. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hip to Vang, kill yourself, B. He's you know what I'm saying? It's like that right now. A young cat that I met, this hip hop that I think that, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna enjoy listening to, as long as it keeps it Kid Splinter.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I heard
saying?
about it.
I seen my man,
Nice.
and I like, you know what I'm saying? I saw
nice.
Pause. You know what I'm saying? And for the fifth one, let's bring it back, you know what I mean? Lil Ronnie, you know what I mean? Because a lot of cats biting his flow.
Facts.
A lot of cats riding his wave and don't even know how to
Ronnie's
swim.
Super talented artist, fam. And
Nobody
a lot of cats
talks
disassociate him with the twerk music. You see what I'm saying? But he does way more than
Have
that.
you listened to the bar? That's how you know he's a bartician.
Hey.
He's giving you crazy punches with commercial music.
Facts.
Those punches are crazy.
So I had the opportunity to
None of my
you know,
bitches is
to-
leaving,
to
but
chop
all of my
it up
bitches
with
is
him.
by. Whoa.
Facts. That's crazy.
That's
You see what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Bar for
Yo.
bar?
So I got the opportunity to chop it up with Ronnie on Saturday, watch him perform. It was my first time actually catching him perform. And I had to,
Shout out
I had
Chief
to let
Rebel,
him
too.
know, you know what I mean, for 2 years straight, his New Year's resolution song, I had
That's
to get
the
to
one.
Money, nigga. I had to get to
Yeah.
them dollars. I literally, that was my alarm clock for 2 years.
That's the realest.
When I was going through like some
That's
of the
how
hardest
you know
stuff,
it's
you see what I'm
real.
saying? And I let him know that, you know what I mean? And I actually got, that was like bucket list shit for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I actually got to watch him perform it, and it was crazy. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So shout
I
out
wish.
Lil Ronnie.
Yeah.
My top 5 real quick. I know he's in Port Arthur, but he a DFW artist to me. Dre the Hitman.
Yo.
You see what I'm saying?
Very nice.
Dre is mean. Duece Freight, I'm not saying that just because he's sitting here, but Duece Freight will murder y'all on a lot of these
Yes.
records, fam. Song for song. You're
Thank you,
not,
man.
verse for verse, you're not lining up with the things he can do with these words. You see what I'm saying? I want the homie Johnny Skills to come out of retirement. Y'all probably never heard of Johnny because
I ain't hear.
he was doing more stuff outside of he was trying to break out of the DFW, so he wasn't paying attention to the scene here as much. But this man had a project called 3 Feet from Gold, and when I say you, every song on it was every song on it sounded like it belonged on the radio, fam. It was
Word.
crazy. Johnny Skills is one of the most talented MCs I ever met. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna throw him out there. I'm gonna throw out Big Baby Thanos. I'm gonna throw out Rakim Al-Jabbar. You see what I'm saying? And let me see. You know what? Because I'm gonna be funky with you. Everybody, some people may not like the way the man carries himself because sometimes he comes off a little cocky with a bad attitude at times. But if you know him, you know him. If you rock with him, you rock with him. If you don't, you don't. Those Sick Opponent's nice. I don't care what nobody
Yes.
Yo,
says.
shout out Doe.
Those Sick
Get
Opponents
your health
Yes.
together, my
nice.
guy.
Please do, because Doe is nice.
What he sick
You know what I
again?
mean?
Yo, he stay in the hospital.
And once
B.
I think that Dallas
I gotta call him.
Ashley
I gotta
just
call him.
jumped into my top 5 somewhere. She just definitely jumped up my list. So
I
shout
ap-
out Dallas Ashley
Hey, yo,
once again.
please don't jump me and beat me down when I'm in the funk. I'll be in the funk too crazy not to pay homage.
Who was that?
How did I not say Lil Sick?
Oh yeah, Lil
Forgive me, City.
yeah, Lil Sick. Lil Sick is that guy.
I think
Sick crazy.
you had Fort Worth cover when you said Jazzy Mac.
But look, I'm gonna tell you.
Right, you said Mac is over.
But I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
She would
you.
have definitely made my list if you didn't say her name.
I'm gonna tell you an up and comer, Jay Diggs.
Jay Diggs, but all right, man. But he's
No.
nice.
No,
He's been around for a while. When I did the homework on how long my brother's been around, I'm talking to him like he a younger man. I'm like, yes, my young brother.
But do you
gotta
remember?
relax.
But do you remember the first time he was in Master the
Yeah.
Mic? How unpolished he was,
Oh,
and
we
look
are-
at the
yo.
dude that he is right now.
And DQ Hampton. Fam.
DQ
I
Hampton.
rock with
DQ crazy.
I
Hampton,
forgot
fam.
about DQ. That's my
DQ
dude.
crazy.
What you mean?
That's my dude.
DQ crazy.
And Trey
That's why
Galactica
I'm-
is just as bad as he is.
That's
His
why
cousin.
I'm mad at myself. It's a few cats.
It's a few cats.
That's what I'm
I've got.
saying. It's hard to do. This top
man.
5. Shout out Kinfolk. You see
And-
what I'm
and you
saying?
know,
Like, come on now,
Chief
bro.
Rebel is back.
Chief,
If y'all
what?
don't know Chief Rebel,
He's
I
back?
think he performed at the joint. Chief Rebel back. I
That's the
bumped
tall
into
dude with
him.
the dreads.
Yeah, yo, young bro.
That's my dude.
Yo, he
Blue
got his
and Baby
things
Blue. Are
together.
Blue and Baby Blue from out here? Are they DFW or they?
they Dallas,
DF
yeah.
Come on now, man. There's
They
so
nice.
much talent out here. It's ridiculous.
But see, you just said something too because like when I interviewed Doe and his wife on my show, it was people really thought that it was like a personality clash between us. We just both strong. We just strong.
Yeah. Those are
With strong
asshole. That's
will.
my.
But-
he an asshole. That's how
but
he moved. But
it's-
he's an asshole in the same.
but he
route
got
of
a
me
good
and Deuce
heart,
Freight
though.
Being an asshole. You know
He-
what I mean?
he-
So he got a
me,
great
I am
heart.
too. I am
that
too.
man's invited me over to his crib to like, yo, I'm about to cook.
He cooked
Come
for
through
people.
and come through. I'ma feed you. Come
Yeah,
through. You
yep.
see what I'm saying?
And he can cook.
Like, come on now.
You're
man.
not lying about that with the flanella leaves and all
Yeah,
that.
Like,
yeah.
pull up
I've
to
been
the
in his home
crib.
so many times.
Yep.
And shout out his wifey, you know what I mean?
He one of the most
She
misunderstood.
cool. She
you
you
know
know what I'm saying? She's
Blanche.
done a lot.
Blanche.
Yeah, she's done so
Rakim,
much. in the
Rakim is
community.
very misunderstood the way he is. You see what I'm saying?
And then, again, I gotta apologize. Bobby Sessions just dropped a crazy project.
Shout out Bobby.
Yeah, I mean,
Bobby
we
was
gotta
in
start
the-
singing his name a little more.
He was in the Coming to America.
That's what I'm saying. He was on the soundtrack. I didn't know he was in the movie. I ain't seen the movie yet.
Yeah, they played the song. They played the song.
Man.
Larry Luciano. Yeah.
Larry Luciano.
Yeah, it's
Man,
some,
where the Village from?
Paid Wade. You know what I mean? Wade is crazy.
I'm not sure.
Who?
The Village. Are they from this area?
Who now?
The Village.
I'm not
Heard the
hip.
name.
Man, pull up The Village. Let me
Okay.
let me tell you the name of the album. I just downloaded the other day. Anthology.
Okay.
That's the name of it.
The Village.
The Village.
Okay, we gotta look
Anthology.
into the
The
Village.
Village.
They
Yeah,
was
yeah.
they was at the first Miss Val thing.
I might have missed them because I got there a bit
they-
late. I was
they-
boo-booing around the
They're
corner.
dope. But like here's the thing. And again, these are my brothers, y'all. Don't pay us no mind.
That's all facts.
Yeah.
We bump heads sometimes.
All the time.
It's all love here. So don't y'all don't get it twisted. One thing I'm gonna say, I just with some of those artists, I just think once they become a little more seasoned, they become a little more humble. And here's the thing, people don't understand, because this is what happened to me. I was cocky. Once I my spirit was calmed down, I was able to make better music, write better lyrics and everything. The music has gotten better. And
You're
that's
not
what's going
lying.
that's what's going to
And
happen.
how long you been in the game?
I've
Shout
been
out
a
Cool
long time.
Breeze.
To
bro.
be 50
Cool
and
Breeze.
still
Shout
say
out
growing.
Breeze, right?
Yeah. And here's the thing. This is because I don't like making nothing about me. Like the rest of my videos I'm shooting for this album, I don't really even want to be in them. Like Chasing Dreams, I don't want it about me. Stop It, Man. I want to showcase other people. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm talking about in the song. Showstopper. I got to showcase my boy Manny Man and Genocide. I'm doing something. It's not about me because I understand the demographics doesn't fit a 52-year-old artist. Even though I'm good at what I do, I want to see people.
I would say I disagree.
But see, I want to say this. I want to see people, because a lot of people let their arrogance override their confidence.
Boy.
I want you to work on humility. Because I love these guys, man. I love
Shout
y'all.
out Rick Dub, the most
up.
humble cat. But yo,
Ricky Dub is one of the
these
hardest
last 2
working-
years, his music has been crazy. His music is. We gotta let's stop playing.
Look,
His music's been crazy.
we forgot about that. Who that? 7:30.
I ain't hit
You
7:30.
ain't hit the
I might know him by another
I
name.
know one 730, and that's not the 738 song.
Yeah.
About. Shout out,
Nah,
shout
dude.
out to Homie Dirt.
This dude can fill up an arena.
Word.
That's how good he is. I saw him perform with Al Sace. He opened up before Al Sace. Al Sace. I forgot about Trey Al
Where's
Sace.
Madam Mims? You see
Madam
what I'm
Mims
saying?
is- she's
Yo,
Come
shout
on.
out Pac
She's
Manson.
in Florida.
Pac Manson put on a heck of a
Pac
show.
Manson.
Hey,
No bull, no cap, yo. This nigga came out there with a whole Back to the Future thing, 'cause that's the
Matter of
theme
fact,
of his joint.
I got to
Yo,
interview
it
him.
was
I got to
crazy.
bring him on next week.
Yeah, man. he's got
Yeah,
a lot of
I got it because you reached out to me the other day. Thank you. Thank you for putting that in my head. But look, I'm going to get ready to get out of here, y'all, because I got to get up in the morning. I got to go chop some heads up over in Dallas. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate you sharing the live. I appreciate these brothers being in for me.
Ag 4, I
Thank you.
apologize.
Thank you, KP.
Ag 4 was a legend. I apologize.
Ag 4. Isn't he on the show with
I
y'all?
won't be able to go to the West Side no more.
Isn't he on the show with y'all?
Yeah, Ag is a legend. Yo, Ag, you nice B. Him and Pick out that same kind of shoulder movement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pick is a little, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know what I'm saying, where he
I never heard anybody rap like Picasso.
Yo,
nobody.
no. I'm just saying as
But
far
I'm-
as, you know what I mean?
But I'm going to tell you who has
Doing
the
thing,
I'm going to tell you who has the energy like him. Celebrity.
Pick. I ain't seen nobody rap like Pick with that kind of
No,
energy.
nobody.
except
Nobody.
Rhymes.
Nobody. Well, you talking about bars. You talking about
No,
bars.
I'm talking about
you talking about bars
performance,
and
energy.
performance.
Yeah.
But like far as like
A celebrity, that's the Ike Negus guy. Is
Ike
that the
Angus,
same?
yeah. I'm saying like
the beard cat with the coming to
with the
America.
turban.
music?
Coming to
Turban.
America.
Okay,
yeah.
Yo, much
I'm just
love.
thinking. I'm just saying, far as nobody can match the stuff that Pick do is just different.
Crazy. A
He's in a
puppet.
class by himself, straight up.
Facts.
But I just like the energy that celebrity brings. You know what I'm saying? He has an energy similar to DQ Hampton. You just can't. DQ got that country boy swag with bars.
Flowzilla.
They're comfortable.
Flowzilla.
Yo.
Flower Child is
Flower
They're
Child is nice.
comfortable with themselves and they know themselves.
what's Raya?
Raya.
Rakim's
Yeah,
sister.
Rakim's sister.
Yo, I heard she's
Man,
nasty.
Oh
Matter
my
of fact, what
God.
happened to Robin Rhymes? Where's she at?
She doing her
We
battle
ain't
rap
gonna
thing.
discuss
She
that.
Oh, she-
doing her battle rap thing, fam. We not
What?
gonna get into all that.
Ain't
Shout out
gonna
Robin
discuss
Rhymes.
that.
You know what I mean?
Yo, stay focused. Get your money, my sister.
First off,
That's
Yeah,
where she
first
came
off.
from, though. She came
First
from the
off,
Battle League, right?
I don't want to hear nothing. We'll let our
Okay,
Jesus
we-
discuss
we-
all
we-
that.
we-
First
leave it
off,
alone.
First off.
First
first
off.
off,
First off.
first off.
Hey,
First off.
come! Hey, tune in next week. We're gonna have Pac Manson on. I'm about to call
Yo,
him
Pac
right
coming
now.
next week?
Yeah, he's supposed to came this week. I got to call him today.
Yo, Pac, my guy.
Yeah, Pac
Goldie,
Petit.
you gotta pull up too.
Yeah,
We
Yo.
need Goldie and Loco. Loco's almost off the tether. You know what I mean? If you
Loco?
Yeah, welcome home and all that, but he's almost off the tether.
dude. I thought you were talking about Loco Conroe.
No, my man Blue Loco. You remember from Rightxous?
Yeah, I remember.
You don't say hi, bye, right? That's my
Yeah.
dog. But him and Goldie got some beautiful things going on. We got to get Pooh Loco in. It's a lot of cats we got to get to.
Thanks. But once
First
again, yo,
off.
Is
first
Righteous
off,
still open? Club Righteous still open?
Nah, we can't discuss that. Nah, it ain't open.
first off,
First off.
first off,
First off.
the big
off.
homie Jay NonStop, man. Make sure y'all tuning in every Wednesday,
Yeah.
8 p.m. to 10 p.m. right
Yeah.
here on Righteous Life TV.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Peace,
or you
y'all.
might hear it on Righteous Life Radio. You know what I mean? But either way, it's gonna be righteous. First off,
Gonna be Rightxous.
Jay NonStop,
Who's
man. We out
who is
here.
Ari DeJourn? Is that right? Ari DeJourn?
See, they don't understand the true meaning of Jay NonStop and that live, but they will.